is there an escape plan? Do we have an escape plan for the cost of a living crisis, which we're living through right now? As you can see over here, let's just go ahead and watch this video here for a second. So now that you saw that, that's how a lot of people feel the economy is right now, is that they feel kind of like the economy is at a situation with the war going on, the inflation we already had, the cost of living crisis because of grocery and food and utilities, car payments, the car payment, what do they call that? The car payment apocalypse or something? Car payment crisis. There's a crisis for everything, but it all boils down to the same thing, which is cost of living crisis, right? Okay, with that being said, what do we do and where do we go from here? Because if things get any worse, meaning if we're trapped in this war for a few months, you can guarantee yourself you will see a 10 to 15%, maybe a 20% increase in the cost of goods. Because the cost of fuel will eventually catch up with the inventory. Right now, the inventory is slowly going down. Food inventory will start really decreasing in the next few months. The thing is, though, it's like cities no longer offer a reasonable cost of living, one. And there's no common places. There's no third places, they call it. They don't really offer what they used to. They used to offer community where you would meet people. And then maybe you would date, or you would get married, or you would have kids, or you get to know your neighbor or your friends and you would hang out. Now people don't really want to hang out because hanging out means driving. And nobody wants to drive because the police and the cops in almost every town in America are desperate for citation money so they can pay themselves more and buy newer vehicles and all this other stuff. The whole thing is a massive racket. You don't have to sit there and be like, yeah, it's racist, man. Dude, it's way beyond racist, I know, because I'm dealing with it. My point is, though, is that these cities are parasitic, and cities are like giant tax vampires. Stay away from big cities. If you're a little town person now and you've never been to the big city, go visit the big city. Have fun. Take a vacation in a big city. Do whatever you want in the big city. You don't want to move there, live there. You get an extra 20 or 30 grand. Is that what you said? Speak up. Oh, you're going to get 20 grand extra, but it costs $40,000 extra to live in the big city. Okay, you see my point? Don't live in big cities. If you think about America, okay, and it took me a long time to actually really believe this, and I still struggle with it, but it's true. And so many American cities now are falling apart, or falling into shambles, urban decay, inner city decay, the ghetto, food deserts, you name it, there's a name for it, the cost of living crisis. Anyway, if America would have stayed rural, like if there would have been some law that said your city can't get bigger than 50 or 20,000 people, right? That would have meant that there would have been like this endless sprawl with central localized hubs, but crime would not have happened the way it happened, okay? Because cities require so much more money for certain parts of infrastructure because they like to build up or on top or massive roads. Well, think about this. You wouldn't need all those massive roads, would you? If every city was 30 or 50,000 max, you wouldn't need 6-lane roads. You would need 2 to 4-lane roads max, okay? I've lived in Los Angeles, the second largest city, one of the largest counties. It's too late for us to sit here and dream of utopian 20,000 person, whatever, frontier cities we'll call it, right? Where a city would get to that bustling 20 to 40,000 population, 40, 50,000, and there'd be crime, and there'd be this, there'd be issues. But not like there is in big cities. Big cities, it's like just look at the amount of murders. And the reason is because big cities, people don't know each other. And so now because nobody knows each other, and then 15 years ago, somebody threw the smartphone, onto the flames. The smartphone essentially acted like gas to the flames because already cities were bursting at the seams where nobody knew everybody. People were hostile often to each other. But what it also did, is it made people more antisocial.